everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best players to user at every single budget in Cut 25. A lot of times when I'm live streaming over on Twitch and even on Twitter, people will reach out and say, Pop, I got 200K, I need a user, who do I pick up? That's what we're going to cover in this video. Now, before we go over the players, I want to talk about the types of players that you should be using and how to set up your lineup screen to dictate who is your user. So when you go into your lineup, and we put out a whole video breaking down everything within the lineup screen, but if you go over to the specialist tab, this is where you're primarily going to be setting the two players that you want to user control depending on the formations that you're in. And you have the ability to not only user a middle linebacker, but also outside linebackers and strong safeties. So whenever you're in your lineup screen, you go to the specialist tab at sub linebacker 1 and 2. These are primarily going to be the guys that are middle linebackers in any defensive formation that has two middle linebackers kind of in the center of the screen, right? Depending on your alignment and your coverage shells and all that. Whoever is in sub linebacker spot number 1, if you're in like a dime formation where there normally is only one linebacker in the center of the screen, he's going to be there, and sub linebacker 2 just won't be on the field for that particular play. And you can see with my setup currently, we have Justin Barron, who is a strong safety, and then Eric Kendricks, who is a middle linebacker. If I wanted to change any of these, you'll see the options that we have available to us. No free safeties on here. In Madden Ultimate Team, you can put a free safety on the screen. So far in college football, you cannot. But you can go outside linebackers. We got right and left outside linebackers here to choose from. You can go strong safety. You can go middle linebacker. And we're going to cover, for every price point, for the most part, a safety and a linebacker to choose. And the main things that you're going to be looking at when you make these decisions primarily are going to be speed and height. So you want somebody that's tall. You want somebody that's fast. After that, you're looking at things like acceleration, agility, change of direction, but for the most part, speed and height is going to be the most important. And we're going to start this video out with the best free option as a user. Now, unfortunately, it's a really good card in 87 overall. In case you missed it, Corey Thomas, he's 6'4", 85 speed, 86 acceleration. Tackle is going to be important as well. He's got an 86 tackle, 86 agility. Overall, an extremely good card. And he is free. The problem is that it's going to take a lot of work to get him. In order to get this card for free, you're going to have to get 250 wins in the Touchdown Tango House Rules event, which as of this morning still has a little over 3 weeks left. So it's certainly possible to go out and get it. If you haven't really been playing this game mode, obviously the work is going to be, more difficult if you're starting at 0, but you also can kind of keep in mind that a lot of the really good players have probably earned this card by now and are off of this game mode. So you might be able to sneak in now towards the last couple weeks and go out and get this card. For me, with the team that I currently have, I decided 37 wins into it. It's probably no longer worth it, but if you're no money spent, you don't have a ton of coins, you don't really spend a lot of money in this game, you might want to go through house rules and try to earn this card for free. So our best user options under 50,000 coins, again, I'm going to give you a linebacker and a safety for the most part. At linebacker, we have the legend Ray Lewis, but it's an 83 overall. So this isn't the full legend card. He gives you the 83 speed. He's 6'1". Outside of that, his acceleration is not very good. Agility at 80 is decent. Same with tackle being at 80. But when we're talking about cards under 50,000 coins, you can only get so much from it. But I think for 50K or under 50K, and on average, he goes for about 38,000 coins. To get 83 speed isn't bad, because that's kind of where we're going to start when it comes to the fastest cards in this video, and we'll work our way up. But obviously, the faster you get, the more expensive these cards are going to get. And under 50K at safety, we have Nick Amanawari. Probably butchered his name, my bad if so. 6'3" strong safety, also with 83 speed, but notice he gives you much better acceleration. He has an 83 acceleration along with 83 agility. His tackle is a little bit lacking there at 79, but I think overall for under 50K, because you can get him for 46,000 coins, he's going to be your best user option if you want to go with a safety. Under 75,000 coins, we got two options for you, but they're both going to be linebackers, no safeties at this price point. First, we have Lander Barton out of Utah, 6'4" middle linebacker, also with 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 81 agility, and 82 tackle. And then the other option, you can always go with two linebackers. I showed you my lineup earlier, and we had this guy in Eric Kendricks. This is an Ultimate Alumni card, 6 foot even, 83 speed, 81 acceleration, 85 tackle. And I do want to point out his zone coverage, and kind of going forward, pay attention to the zone coverages. With me, and I showed you that lineup a moment ago, we got Eric Kendricks, we got Justin Barron. I alternate my users depending on where the running back is for my opponent, what formations they are in. So I'm not always user controlling this Eric Kendricks. I want him to have a decent zone coverage rating for when I'm using Justin Barron. So the AI controlling Eric Kendricks, and of course you always have the switch stick to try to go back and forth between players when you're in the game. But you want to have that guy who's occasionally not going to be usered. You want him to be reliable as well when the AI controls him. That's why I like this Eric Kendricks card. On average, you can get him for about 63,000 coins, and if I didn't mention it, the Lander Barton card is at that same price point. Your best user under 100,000 coins at linebacker is going to be legend Brian Urlacher. This is an 85 overall card with 83 speed, 80 acceleration, 85 tackle, and again 83 zone. That was kind of the primary reason we picked him. I mean, he's got the 83 speed and he's 6'4", but for the reasons we just mentioned with Michael Kendricks, having that 83 zone out there is really good. And on average, he goes for about 84,000 coins. Up at this price point, I still didn't really see another safety worth mentioning, so we're going to skip past the safety for the 100K price point. That at 150K, we got a few different options for you. Under 150K, I should say. The first one up is going to be a Core Elite JJ Weaver, and with any of these Core Elite cards, I've said this in a lot of videos, it may be difficult to find them at times, especially at the prices that we're mentioning. That's like the average price, but when people see that a card is not on the auction house, they're going to overprice it a lot of times in hopes that somebody overpays for it, and it works a lot. So try to stay disciplined in the prices that I'm mentioning and what you're going to think about paying for on any of these cards. So JJ Weaver is a speed rusher archetype. He's primarily going to be good for pass rushing, but he does stand at 6'5", 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 85 tackle, and again, if you're ever going to pass rush him, he does have an 84 finesse move, but the strength is really, really low. So I would really only use this card as a user because of the height and the speed, and he on average is going for about 113,000 coins. Again, he's a left outside linebacker, but because of that specialist screen, you can place him as sub linebacker, and he will play more towards the middle. And another linebacker option at this price point is going to be Ray Lewis. This is the full legend card at an 85 overall, and now we're looking at finally an 84 speed card. He's 6'1", so he's a little bit shorter than JJ Weaver. That's why I threw JJ in there. But Ray Lewis is very good with the 84 speed and 6'1". You're basically giving up height to get one more speed. They're basically at the same price point. Ray Lewis is 114K, but pay attention, Ray Lewis only has 77 zone. Even though Urlacher, who we talked about a moment ago, is -1 in speed, he's +6 in zone coverage. So if you do alternate your users, you want to keep that in mind. If you don't, and you're always going to be on this Ray Lewis card, this is the one I would go with just because of the +1 speed. Even though he is a little bit shorter, pretty much anything that's 6 feet and over is still going to be good. And if you want a safety at this price point, under 150K, we have strong safety RJ Mickens, another Core Elite card, 84 overall safety out of Clemson. He's 6 foot even, 84 speed, 83 acceleration, 83 play rec, and 83 agility. He's going to be your best option under 150K. On average, sells for about 130,000 coins for a safety as a sub linebacker. Moving up to the best options under 200,000 coins at linebacker. First up here, we have left outside linebacker Jack Kinzer out of Notre Dame. He's 6'2" with 84 speed. So now with the Ray Lewis card and RJ Mickens, we're starting to see more options here at 84 speed, but as you've noticed probably, you're going to have to pay for it. The prices are going to go up. 6'2", 84 speed, 84 acceleration, 84 tackle, 84 play rec, and also 82 agility. On average, he's barely over that 150K price point. You get him for about 160K. So pretty good pickup there if you don't want to go with JJ Weaver or Ray Lewis on the linebacker side of things. And on the safety side of things, Shaheem Brown. I've talked about this card a lot, whether it was in my budget videos. If you're looking for a high safety who's really versatile. He's great. 6'2", 84 speed, 83 zone, 82 man coverage. But if you want to play him as a sub linebacker, he can do that as well. Again, 6'2" for the same reasons. 84 speed, 83 acceleration, 83 hit power. Hit power is another important thing when it comes to your users. And he also gives you the 84 agility. On average, he's going for about 157,000 coins. We haven't reached the point of our best players to user in the game, and we're at the under 300,000 coin budget. But I could certainly make a case for this Season 1 Colin Oliver, an 88 overall outside linebacker, as one of the best options out there because he's extremely versatile. So he's going to go for about 297,000 coins on average, 6'2", 86 speed, so he's really, really fast, obviously. 85 acceleration, 84 awareness, 82 agility, 86 tackle. He gives you everything that you need as a user. He also has 85 block shed, 85 power move, 86 finesse move. If you want to put him on the defensive end or defensive line as a defensive end, he's a really good pass rusher, but what you can't see on the screen is also he has 83 man coverage and 87 zone. Like, you can pretty much play this card anywhere as a pass rusher, a run stopper, a user controlled user, AI controlled player that's going to be in pass coverage a lot, and you get all of that for under 300,000 coins. I think it's a really good pickup and a pretty good investment, if you will, because he's at an 88 overall. He's a Season 1 card. There's not a lot of players out there right now at this overall that give you this much versatility. Really good card. So he's going to be your best option under 300K at the linebacker spot. At the safety spot, we have Hunter Wooler out of Wisconsin, 6'2" with 85 speed, 85 acceleration. He gives you 82 hit power, 84 agility is very good, and he's roughly about 300,000 coins on the dot. If it was between these two cards and you could only get one, definitely go with Oliver. And then we get to our best players to user in the entire game, and we'll be updating this list as the year goes on. Your first option is going to be Micah Parsons, Ultimate Alumni card, 86 overall outside linebacker. I think he's better off used as a pass rusher. You get the 86 speed with 86 strength, 86 power move, 85 block shed, 80 finesse move. But just strictly from a user standpoint, he's one of the fastest cards on defense in the game, and he's 6'3". So if you want to user him, he doesn't have great zone or man coverage. You got to be careful of that when the AI is controlling him. But if you're strictly going to user this player the entire game, again, 6'3" with 86 speed, and he's going for about 320K. He's barely over that 300K price point. If you have Parsons and you want to use him as a pass rusher and you're still looking for a linebacker to user, Bradley Chubb is going to be your best bet. 6'4", 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 tackle, 83 agility. But like we talked about earlier in the video, be careful because he only has a 79 zone coverage. The best option to user at safety is going to be, in case you missed it, Derwin James. I have this card, but primarily use him as a high safety and coverage, but he gives you just about everything you need with the exception of hit power that you could be looking for as a user control player. 6'2", 85 speed, 85 acceleration. He also gives you 86 agility, and he's always been one of those really good user controller cards in Madden Ultimate Team, and now he gets a really good card in College Football Ultimate Team. Only problem is 540K, really, really expensive. Unless you are a big money spender or a big comp guy, you're probably not going to want to pay that much this early in the year for one singular card, but it is a very good card. And there you have it. Those are the best users right now in Cut 25 at every single price point. Let me know what players I snubbed. Who was not on this list that should be? Who are you user controlling right now? Leave it down below in the comment section. And thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.